morning to everyone on the interwebs. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Because I know I am. I'm doing fantastic on this beautiful... Wait, what day are we today? Friday. Today is Friday. It's Friday. Apparently, everyone loves Fridays. To be honest, you know what my favorite day is? I'm gonna be right straight up and honest. Monday. Mondays are my best days. Best days on the planet. On the planet. Welcome to the show, boys. What we're gonna be doing is pretty simple. We're gonna go over hot topics. Markets right now that are popping off on Exo, of course. And we're gonna go over potential markets that we can make. If anyone has any suggestions, we can go over those, of course. There are no problems. Right now, we have a lot of markets to go over because it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot on the XO markets. We got a couple markets made, so we're gonna go right on over it. What do you guys think? Well, actually, before I start, I have to ask, how are you guys doing on the interwebs today? Is everything good? Is everyone happy? Is everyone having a fantastic time? I'll take that as a yes. I take that as a hell yes. Let's start off with the beautiful markets. And we will start off with, drum roll please. So actually we're going to start off with digital black or shiny gold. Which pumps more this week? Why am I starting with this one? Easy peasy, because when I looked at it this morning, it was at around 70%, 72% I think it was, right? And now it's at 90%. Now why is that? Why is that? Let's take a little dive here into the gold, oil, and Bitcoin. Hey, Killazone, how are you doing today, Mr. Keelan? I hope you're doing fantastic, because I am doing fantastic. All right, let's start with, we're going to start off with our favorite gold. So the rules are, let's go over the rules. The rules are very important. It says that the end of the market is, the beginning of the market is at 10 p.m. UTC, and the end is at 5 p.m. UTC. Okay, so now let's get right into it. Let's look at the hour candles, because that's what it's very important. So if we look at the 23rd at, we got at 20. I'm looking for 22 here. I'm looking for 22 because it was technically 10. It was 9:59. It's 10. Okay, we were at. Let's see, what's the opening candle for this one? Do we see the opening candle? Yes, we do. It's up top. We see 4,413. Look, you see it up there. Well, you can't see it anymore, but it was there. Now, if you look at the top again, let me go back. Wait, 23rd. We got it. No, wait. God damn it, I can't get this one. Why can't I get the middle one? Why can't I get the middle one? Anyway, this one right here. Are we in a 2-hour time? Like, is there an hour missing here? It goes from 21 to 22 or 23. Okay, well, here's the beginning. As you can see, we have not pumped that much. Okay, we have not pumped at all, actually, if we're looking at the charts. I think we're pretty close to, like, maybe up a tad bit, a few dollars, but nothing much. If we go over to the golden oils, GXO Stas, how are you doing on this magnificent, beautiful day? So if we look at oil, so the black oil, the black gold, and we go to, are we on the hour? No, we're not. We are on the day. And if we go to the hour, and we go to, if it loads, come on, TradingView, you got this. TradingView! I will just refresh it. It'll go a lot faster than waiting for it. All right, let's do it again. Back to 1 hour. Good. See, told you. Refreshing always hits the spot. Now, let's go to 23. 23 at 22. There it is. You see there's a 22 here. So here we started. So we started at about the $100 mark. If we take our handy dandy ruler and we just pull it up to the red line, which is what we're at right here, we can see that we're up a nice 6%, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad at all. Now, if we go off to the last but not least, Bitcoin, fortunately not ticker Bitcoin, but BTC Bitcoin. This one is at 22. Ooh, we're down at 22. Yeah, we're kind of down. We're a little bit down so I don't see Bitcoin kind of getting there. That's not going to happen. Good morning, Legendary. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic as well. So if we go back to here, I think the chart speaks for itself. We saw that oil was the only one that was really positive in terms of pumps. Gold it just stayed the same, really. And Bitcoin, unfortunately, did not do so hot. So I guess we'll just let the facts speak for itself. What do you guys think? Do you guys think gold has a chance to just make like a last minute like bull run, just turbo to 5K to take the W, or is that not going to happen? This is the real question. Next up on the markets, we're gonna go on to this one. This is a new market, and why I chose to go over this one is because there's a lot of people that seem to not understand what's going on in this market. So let's read through the rules. Let's kind of see what's going on in here. So first of all, the rules say that it's the 30-day leaderboard as of March 31st. So right now we're the 27th. So on the 31st, at basically midnight UTC, that's where we take the snapshot, or not we, but Modra, of course, and Beam, we go and we resolve this, and we'll see who is on the top of the leaderboard. Now, how does the leaderboard work exactly? So it's based on a 30-day interval. Okay, so from the second, so on the 31st, it will be the 2nd of March to the 31st of March. Who will be up top? This only counts for these last 30 days. It doesn't count for the past year, for example, because for example, Sui here is at 434 in terms of Twitter score compared to 191 for Trade XYZ. So this month, Trade XYZ has gotten a plus 36 in terms of Twitter score, which is pretty gnarly, pretty good if you ask me. There are how many days left? Oops, sorry. There are how many days left until this expires? So there's 109 hours left before this expires. Okay, right now trading XYZ is doing pretty hot, as we can see. Tempo not doing so hot, but can they actually come back? We have to see. We have to kind of keep an eye on this. See how fast this grows. That's the most important thing. We have to see how fast this grows. Okay, so I hope this clears it up a little bit. But here you have the intervals, by the way. So you can do 3 days a week or 30 days. We're staying at 30 days. But if we go and look at the 3-day, for example, we can see that Ethereum is up top. For the last week, we can see that P2P.me is up top. Okay, and you can see that they're not making a lot per day. So how in theory, how many can Tempo make a day in order to pass Trade XYZ? That's what we got to look at here. Is it possible still for Tempo to make it back, to take the W in the last second? This is the question that we are all asking ourselves today. Next up, we have England versus Uruguay. This was proposed by our good friend Timur in chat. Now, of course, we got to look at everything here. first thing we're going to look at are the squads. What are the squads looking like? This is the most important thing. So I looked at this obviously before we went live, of course, on the live stream. And I can tell you that these are the final players. Yesterday, I did a little bit of a testy test, and I went back, for example, like 2023, but it's the same people. It's the same people. So or maybe if I click show, wait, did it change? It did change. That's perfect, actually. Okay, cool. So if we look at this squad, I mean, this squad is pretty insane. Pretty heavy squad that we got looking at here. The only downside, I would say, is goalkeepers. They don't have amazing goalkeepers. They have Trafford. Unfortunately, he got beat out by Donnarumma. Rightfully so. Donnarumma was named the best goalkeeper on the planet last year, so pretty hard to beat him. Pickford's also pretty good. Well, not used to be pretty good. Now he's getting on the bit of the old side, but he still remains up there in terms of experience, and that can help out a team, of course. Now, if we look at the midfield, or not the midfield, but the defensive side, who do we have here? We have Nico O'Reilly. We already know how fat he is with Manchester City right now, but he does not play as a left back, I'm pretty sure, at City. But here he's written as a left back, which is pretty interesting if you ask me. I would view him as a midfielder, or at least that's how he's playing right now for City. Declan Rice, unbelievable. Anderson, unbelievable players. We got Maino as well for Manchester United. Apparently he's gonna, maybe resign, just by the way, until 2030, if I'm not mistaken. Phil Foden, amazing players up here, amazing. Marcus Rashford with Barcelona, Saka with Arsenal, great play. All around, we have a great team. Now let's look at Uruguay real quick here. Let's take a look at them. Obviously, we know Muslera. That was a tough one. He used to be pretty prime, but now he's 39 years old. That's starting to get up there in terms of age. Good morning, Poppy. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope everything's doing a-okay for you. We're just going over some England versus Uruguay games. We're seeing what the team looks like right now. Manuel Ugarte, amazing midfielder. Unfortunately, after his Paris quick through, we'll say, he kind of fell off, unfortunately. We have Nunez, great attacker, but most importantly, where is he? Federico Valverde. We all know that he right now is on fire. On absolute fire. If he manages to team up well with Darwin Nunez, we can see ourselves a nice game. Now let's go off to the head-to-heads. We have to see what's going on here. Now, unfortunately, I don't think this is anything that we can actually look at, because the last game that they played against each other was in... who is here for the 100 subs quest? This looks like we are here for 100 subs. Anywho, where was I before I was rudely interrupted by my own comments? Yes, so we can't really go by the history of these games, unfortunately, because the last one was in 2014. Now, here's why I wanted to look at the history. Because if we go back to 2014, for the Uruguayan team, for example, Uruguayan, we can see it's not the same team at all. We have Diego Godin, for example. Who else do we have that was goated as? Who do we have in here? Cavani, of course. Luis Suarez. I mean, this team was absolutely insane. Stuani was insane. Diego Roland, Forlan. There were so many teams so many players on this team that were absolutely insane. Now let's look for the UK. Keelan. Let's look at the UK. Joe Hart. Definitely not the same team at all. At all. So can we really look at the head-to-head for this game, or are we just looking only at the player quality? In terms of player quality right now, let me go back to today. In terms of player quality right now, I would say that today's squad, in terms of, look at that, they even have Harry Kane. Oof, this is going to probably be difficult for Uruguay. If you look at the team, let me go back to 2026. If you look at the team and you see at what clubs they're playing for, there's not a very big picture here. There's not a big picture to paint. Obviously, just in terms of the sum of these players, they're well above the English team. So, what are we thinking here? Wait, there's a hunt for your hair. For my hair? Romain, watch out. There's a hunt for your hair. A hunt for my hair. Someone wants to rob my hair? No one's gonna steal my hair. It's my hair. It's staying on my head. But anyway, yeah, so this is what we're looking at. We're England on XO, clearly our favorites for now. What is it gonna end up being by the end of the day? So we have 11 hours. Guys, what are we thinking here? What are we thinking? But while I wait for that, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one here. We had a user yesterday that came on and decided to make a market about Barachain. I was like, whoa, I haven't seen Barachain for a while. Let's see, can Barachain actually reach $1 by June the 9th? Today is March the 27th. How many days are left until this expires? Many days. I can't really do math, so I can't tell you, but June, let's see, we're in March. Wait, no, almost April, May, June. So 2 months, we have 2 months. 2 months. Will Barachain manage to get back to $1? This is the question. Now, before we look at that, I asked our good old Grok, give me some features. Give me some features that Barachain has. So these are the features. We have EVM identical smart contracts. We have proof of liquidity. Validators provide liquidity to DeFi pools. Okay, and then we have tri-token model. So there's Barachain, the native gas token for Bara, BGT, which we all know is Barachain's governance token. It's soul-bound, not transferable, even though I did hear some people were like selling their wallets that had a lot of BGT in it, so that because you could stake your BGT supposedly from everything that I've heard. Of course, it influenced reward distribution, so you do get rewards for your BGT. And then there's Honey, a native stablecoin. So how has Barachain done over the past year, we'll say? Let's go into their Twitter feed. This is the most important. We have to go see what's going on here. We gotta go see what's happening. So first off, they have this little update, the end of the year update. Of course, they're blaming the market, well, like everyone else. I mean, the market was pretty hard in 2025. The trenches were really, really hard. It was not an easy place to be in. So I completely understand their point of view. Now, let me put my handy dandy mic down to put on my handy dandy glasses. And I will read to you the main important part. So here's their numbers that they're saying. Wait, let me grab my mic again, because I really like holding my mic. It makes me feel warm. I really enjoy it. It's something that keeps me nice and safe. I could even sleep with my microphone at night. I'm pretty sure at this point. I'm bothering everyone, by the way, on Telegram and everything. I'm sending them audios 24/7, and they're gonna hate me in about 2 days, I believe. Because this mic is so cool. Look, so I just hold it, and I don't want to type anymore. I could just talk to them. Anyway, let's go over the numbers. 25 million bears staked in proof of liquidity. 30 million in proof of liquidity revenue distributed to BGT bear holders. We have 200 million in TVL supported by the proof of liquidity, of course, 100 million stablecoin, and whatnot. Now, of course, we have to look at the price. The price is very important here. So if we go, it's not Beras. If we go and look at the price here, we can see, let's put it in the day. We can see, or maybe we can do a little bit longer. Let's put like a week candle. Let's put a whole week candle. We can see that Berachain has not been doing fantastic. When it launched, I remember it launched. Everyone wanted, can I sing? No, I can't sing to save my life. But if I try to sing, things are not going to end well. I'm going to have cops called on me. Things are not going to end very nicely. But I remember when Berachain just launched, I think it was at like 11, and then it went up to 14. And everyone was telling me, bro, it's going to go to 100. It's going to go to 100. It didn't go to 100. It went to 46 cents. But can it hit at least one time? Let me read the rules again. Will it reach $1 by June the 9th? So it just has to just touch it. Just $1. Can it actually touch it? Can it actually touch it? That's what we're looking at here. Oh, I read a comment on the Discords. Just don't touch his mustache. I like it. I don't know whose mustache we're talking about there, but I like the mustaches. So can we if we're looking at all this information, can we actually hit $1? If we look at past price action, let's dive into it a little bit. Past, so let's go maybe 2 months in the past. So that would be, what day are we? So it'd be in January-ish. So if we look at January, we did hit $1. If we look at February, we also hit $1. And now here we're cooling down. We're looking to find a support here, maybe a double bounce and then beam back up. So will we, in 2 months, be able to hit that $1 mark? What do you guys think? Can I sing? Let me see what I can sing. Do you guys think that we can hit $1 on Bera by June? Wait, what day was it? The 9th? I think it was the 9th. The 9th of 2026. What do you think? What are you guys thinking here? What are you guys thinking? Now, wait, I have to add more about Berachain. I have to add a little bit more, because when Berachain came out, people were not happy. Why weren't they happy? Because of the tokenomics. This is why people aren't happy. Can this still affect? No, he said. No singing. You see, I told you, no singing. Can the tokenomics actually affect, still today, the price action? Now, if you look at this tokenomics, people weren't happy because they saw 34% of the total supply for investors. Rihanna Diamonds, look, I'll tell you what, for the next stream, so on Monday, I will, just for you, I will sing some Rihanna Diamond. Just like 5 seconds, 10 seconds tops, okay? After that, let's get back into the Bera. The initial core contributors were at 16%. And here's where people got a little bit mad. There's like, oh, 48% for the community? That's fantastic. But no, it's not really, because 20% is for research and development, whatever that means. Can we get a little bit more research and development? For the ecosystem development, research, development, growth, Berachain Foundation operate development programs, node operator, delegations, proof of liquidity evaluation at launch. 9.5% of the total barrel supply from this bucket is unlocked for the ecosystem. So yeah, what does that mean actually? What does that mean? And the airdrop, of course, this was for the community, distributed to testnet users, Berachain, and ecosystem NFT holders. And then here what else do we have? Community initiatives. Holy moly, that was a hard one to come out. Where's community initiatives? There it is. Reserved for programs, grants, things like that. So basically, anyway, this was supposed to be a community coin, and people felt like it wasn't because of how the tokenomics ended up being. So people weren't very excited about that. Okay, and rightfully so. I'm here for the subquest. Well, welcome, Mr. Villain. I hope you're doing fantastic. Again, if you have any suggestions, please. Any suggestions on markets, of course, please do let me know, and I will go over anything you guys want. Okay, this is just a reminder that this is our show. If you want anything, if you want to look at anything, you want more, you want to have a, what's the word? You want to have input from the community, for example. Hey, what do you guys think about it? I will go and I will look over it for everyone. Next up on the markets, we have the winner of Atletico Madrid and Barcelona match. This was just posted and suggested to be reviewed by Poppy. Poppy, I hope you're still in this chat. Poppy first son. I can take off my handy dandy glasses since I'm not reading anymore. Let's go over Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Now, you know me well now. I have to go over the team. I have to see what's happening. Who's injured? Who's not doing so hot? I have to look at that. If we look at, in terms of goalkeepers, Joan Garcia. What are we thinking about this guy? Do we think that he's a good goalkeeper or not a goalkeeper? A good goalkeeper, sorry. Can he actually save the team from a loss? You know, kind of like Donnarumma or Courtois would do even. Courtois has won many games on his own, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I'm pretty for sure. But here's what we have to look at. The injuries. We have Christensen. You're still going Barcelona. Hey, I never said that you can't or you can go. I never said that. I'm just giving you information here. Okay? I'm giving information. So Frankie de Jong is injured. Jules Koundé, injured. Alejandro Balde, injured. Andreas Christensen, injured. That is quite a lot, okay? These are great players. Koundé is, it's weird with Koundé because sometimes he plays central, sometimes he plays on the right, on the right, as a right back, sorry. So it's a bit difficult for him. Now, if we check, before we go and look at the head-to-heads, if we go and check up Atletico, who do we have that's injured? Unfortunately, and my, oh my, is that unfortunate. Because Jan Oblak is injured. He is unfortunately injured. This guy is a top-notch goalkeeper. Who are they playing? I think they're playing with, who are they playing with right now? Oh yeah, they're playing with Musso, obviously. Pretty difficult. Just on that point of view, okay, let's see. I've been looking at BTC to touch 66K. Do you think it's possible? Personally, I believe yes, but the time duration for the market screams no for now. I will look at that right after we look at this beautiful matchup between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. So, let's go back. We have Koke as captain, but the only injured, we have 3 people injured. Barrios, Mendoza, and Oblak. You're seeing a draw. Can we? Yeah, we can have a draw, actually. We definitely can have a draw. Okay, so we have someone seeing a draw. We have one person seeing a draw here. Okay, and to be honest, I mean, hey, that person's take isn't too bad. But Barcelona, well, we have to see what they're doing head to head. All right, so let's go and look at the head to head. First, before we do that, I wanted to really look at the past matches. They lost against Madrid. They lost against Tottenham. Now, guys, they lost against Tottenham. They lost against Tottenham, boys. They lost against Tottenham. Oh my God! Look. They lost against Tottenham. Tottenham. They lost against Tottenham. If we look at the table, I'm sorry for all Tottenham supporters here. It must be so hard. They are on the last 5 games, a whopping 4 losses with 1 draw. They are 1 point from relegation. Now, hopefully, Manchester City can save the day and lose 60 points because they're kind of getting attacked here. They have 115 lawsuits, I guess you would call them, again, by the Premier League against them because they did so many charges. That's what it is. They have 115 charges. Do you imagine 115 charges? Yeah, Tottenham. I agree. Like Tottenham, come on, boys. We can't be mean to Tottenham. We have to. Do we have any Tottenham supporters? I think we do. In chat. Hey, Keelan, who is our Tottenham supporter in chat? I'm sure you know. Is it? Would it be like Convicted? Is that his name? I think his name is that. But anyway, we see that not at all doing so hot. Not at all. Okay. Anywho, we continue on. We have Atletico Madrid, so they won 3 before that against Tottenham again, 5-2. But Real Sociedad 3-2 and then 1-0 against Getafe. Now, in terms of matchups for Barcelona, we have them winning 1-0 against Rayo Vallecano. We have to look at exactly what team they played with, but 1-0 doesn't seem too big. And then the big shocker that we saw altogether was that Newcastle-Barcelona game. Wasn't that just... Hey, you had Chelsea lose 8-2. Newcastle lose 7-2 in one game, by the way. Just one game. Who else lost big? Tottenham 5-2. Who else got big scores? Let me know. Now, if we continue in the head-to-head, the last game, and I remember this very clearly. In the first game, Atletico versus Barcelona for the Copa del Rey, Atletico won 4-0. And they were winning 4-0 in the first half. But they completely destroyed and dismantled Barcelona. I mean, Barcelona was playing with that high line, and Atletico was like, "Oh yeah, cool story, bros." And they just went by it. Scored 4 goals, didn't score again. But then Barcelona in the second game, they were like, "Okay, so we were just kidding. We were kidding. Okay, you thought you thought you were just gonna win like that? No. That's not gonna happen." They came back. They were winning 2-0 by halftime. Unfortunately, they only scored a third, and they did not score a fourth. But this could be a great indicator. Will Atletico Madrid come up with a solution to beat this team? Again, Barcelona are missing players here. They're missing important players like Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong is such a calm player. When he was at Ajax, he was so beautiful to watch. Who remembers Ajax versus, you know what? Tottenham. Ajax I can't remember the year of the campaign, but they beat everyone. They beat Real Madrid. They beat, I don't know, was it City or was Tottenham playing against City? I don't know. They played a whole bunch of teams, and they did amazing. Just absolutely sensational. And so Frankie de Jong was a big part of that. Will he be injured? Well, he is injured for it, but will he be? I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I guess let's look into him. How long is this injury gonna last? Injured, hamstring injury. No good. So how many games is that gonna be? They have to tell us. Expected to return soon. Wait, is that soon? Is it 0604? 06 is 06 06. Oh wait, 0604. 0604. Can someone tell me? Because unfortunately, I did schooling in a bit of, in every country, and sadly, not every country. You drive on the right side, then you drive on the left side, and then all of a sudden you find yourself driving on the right side again, and then you have driving on the left side. And here, I know that there's some countries that do the month first and then the day, and then some countries do the day and then the month. So here I'm really confused. Is it the day or the month first? I'm actually really confused. But either way, he's supposed to be back if April in a couple days. But if it's a hamstring injury, I feel like that's a little bit longer. I'm not sure. I hope you guys can tell me. But will he be back for this game? No, he won't be back for this game. That's a for sure on that one. Next up, we have Jules Condé. Will he be back? 6th of April, right? I think it's the 6th of April. I think you're right on that one. I'm going to go stick with that one. So he, too, is supposed to be back for the 6th of April. If we're following that logic, he should be back for the 6th of April as well. But just too soon for that game. Balde, yeah, hamstrings always take some time. So I'm not sure. I feel like he played recently, so it can't be that long, if you know what I mean. There's no way that. I think he's going to be injured for longer. If this says the same thing, no, he's going to be back for the 3rd of April. So we have a lot of people coming back, but they're not going to be ready for this game. And I don't think they're going to be ready for the Champions League game either, but maybe they'll be ready for the Champions League game the week after that. That can be a good thing. Who else did we want to look at? So we had Balde, Christensen. He is important as well. Let's take a look at him real quick. So him is the 30th. There you go. We have a confirmation. So the 30th of April is when he's planning to come back. So we're not going to have him, that's for sure. So after seeing all of this beautiful news, what are we thinking here? Barcelona, Atletico, a draw. I'll let you guys decide. Now, let's go into the question that was asked before. I've been looking at BTC Touch 66K. Do you think it's possible? Do I think it's possible? I can't tell you because I'm just a monkey with a microphone. Don't listen to monkeys with microphones. You will lose cash. Monkeys and microphones don't equal money. I'll tell you that right now. But I can go and look at it for you, and we can analyze together as one beautiful team. So you're saying I've been looking at it touched 66. Well, let me tell you, we are not far. If we look, I mean, we are not far at all. The 66K doesn't even seem to be like any form of, well, we can say there's a support there at the 66K line. Will it hit? What do you guys think? Let's look at more in the hour base because that was a day candle. So as you can see, hey, I think this chart says it all, no? Right now we're clearly on a downward trend. We went up to 75K. We tried to bounce off of this. We did bounce off. We went to the 72K and beam, we're coming back down. What's the time we got remaining for what, the stream? There's no time, brother. Okay, wait, so yeah, when AEX played going on that surprise run, yeah, that was amazing. That was just a sensational run. Hamstring always takes long, yeah. And okay, so what's time we got remaining? Oh, for the market. Oh, sorry. So the last, for which one? The BTC market. Okay. Oh, you want to look at? Yeah, of course. I need to pop up the BTC. I'm sorry, guys. I'm telling you. Don't trust monkeys with mics. Oh, this is what he's looking. No, this has passed already. Are we looking at a live market? Are we looking at a live market, Keelan, or are they already? Because if not, you know what this means, right? This means that we don't have a Bitcoin market. Who's making it? Guys, who's making the market? We need to make the we need to make a new Bitcoin market. We need to make it like spicy. The last ones were really cool. I really like this one. This one was great. But you know which one was even better? This one. Because this one sparked havoc in chat. Okay, we were talking about it for hours. I think I went to bed at 4 a.m. that night because it was just popping off. I had a ton of fun. But anyway, this one was crazy because the rules weren't very, well defined. Will it touch 3 times or more or exceed? Right? That was kind of the question. But this one was fun. This one was nicely defined. Will BTC touch 68K, 70K, or 72K 3 times in a row, the same one? This gives you an idea of what type of market we could make. Guys, let's think of different ideas, like outside the box thinking. This was a great market by a man gamer. Oh, it's live? Oh, it's live? 60. Okay, wait. The BTC market. Okay, I have to look at that. Let me look at it. BTC. Okay, will it break? This one, I got it. Okay. I got it. So on this market, we have quite a few days left. We have 19 days left, as you can see. Okay. So we do have a couple of days. And here it says, will Bitcoin fall below 66,000 by April the 14th? What do you guys think? We're looking at this chart. Look at it. We're looking at it live, boys. And I see red. And it's really close. It's only $800 off. This is not far. Definitely not far. Where's the market I just had? Oh, and it's just pumped up to 65. Did it just do that? Or no, okay, it was always there. I thought it was at 55 for a second. But anyway, yeah, so if we take a look at it, yeah, it's still, we got a nice red candle. It went to the 700s. Now it's going back up. Will it go? It did break everything. All the supports right here. I guess the next support would be at the 66,000. Keelan? So who knows? Now, if this wasn't a good proposition, Keelan, you're gonna love this one, okay? Because I made this one for you, but I need more on it. I need Siren. Let me go, and we're gonna look at Siren real quick, okay? Before we head off this first beautiful live stream, let's go and look at a proposition that I got for you. I know, I know, Keelan. I know. But we have to look at this. This chart, guys. This chart, brother. This is crime in one chart here. This what we've been going through in 2020. When I say we, I mean us trenchies, because I'm pretty sure we are all trenchies here. We have that in our blood, and this is peak crime. This is peak crime. This is a coin that had a 50% cluster bubble. Meaning the total supply was owned by 50% of one entity, if you wish. They had a whole bunch of wallets. Bubble Maps posted this on Twitter. They had a whole bunch of, this was great. Zach, I went over this a couple of days ago. Zach XBT went over it. It's like, oh, this is a great marketing, a market maker chart, isn't it? And so, yeah, if we look at the chart, it is a weird one. We definitely have something to make out of this one because it's very volatile. This is what we like in the market, of course. Will this go back above $1? That is the question. Will it go back over $1? Will it crash to like 10 cents? There's so many markets to be made here. So many. Because The last little, now this is just from my knowledge, okay? I'm throwing all the knowledgeness I got for you guys, okay? The last time I saw this was with a coin called Power. Power did something, look at this. Power did something pretty extraordinary. They pumped all the way to $2.60 to then just nuke. When I say nuke, I mean royally nuke to 8 cents. I think we even hit the 6 cents here. No, we didn't. The 8 cents. Imagine that. Imagine that. So guys, we definitely need a market on Siren because this is a market that was popping off on the Twitter Spaces. Okay, and it's we do have a little jump here, a little jumpy jump. 81% now is going for Bitcoin, and honestly, hey, I hope it does for you guys. I hope it does. Please, baby Jesus, please. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys had a fantastic time with me. We're gonna start wrapping up the stream here, and if anyone has any questions, anything, any suggestions, let me know. We're gonna start wrapping this up, and then I'll see you guys Monday. Monday 1 p.m. UTC. Oh, look at that. The market mover Roman. Market mover Roman. Oh. Talking about me. But anyway, Monday, 1 p.m. UTC is when I'm going to have the next live stream. So Monday. And then the stream after that will be 1 p.m. UTC again. Did I say UTC? No, CET. Sorry. We're going back. We're rewinding a second here. We're doing 1 p.m. CET on Monday, 1 p.m. CET on Tuesday, 1 p.m. CET on Thursday, and 11 a.m. CET on Friday. This is the plan that we have going forward. Guys, let's get this going, okay? So I'll see you guys Monday. I hope you guys, all of you, had a fantastic time with me, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend, fantastic Friday, fantastic every day. Honestly, every day we're alive is a good day, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. Any feedback in the chat would be wildly appreciated. Thank you very much. Have a happy Friday.